Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today we are talking about Stir of Echoes. I'm going to be giving you guys my review of the film. I'm also going to be talking about the 4K Steelbook that is getting released on December 10th. So make sure you guys check out both of those. Hit subscribe if you aren't subscribed to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this underrated gem of a movie.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Today I'm going to be showing you guys the Steelbook release for Stir of Echoes. It's getting its 25th anniversary release on 4K for the first time, and you're getting a nice Steelbook as well. Shout out to Fonz PR and Lionsgate for sending this over. This was one of my most anticipated releases of the year, just because I didn't have the film on Blu-ray, and so getting the chance to get it on 4K, I was super pumped for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. So here is the front cover. It's a lenticular cover. So in a second, I'll show you what it looks like when you move it slightly around. So here's what it looks like the one way. And then when you slightly move it, then if you guys have seen the film, you recognize her as the ghost in the movie. Kevin Bacon's both their eyes are open. And I love the lighting too, the red. If you've seen the film, you know, the different neon signs and stuff like that pop up. So really cool lenticular cover, and I love that it has a slip cover to protect the Steelbook. You never want to get those things scratched, so that was nice to see that came with this. Here's the spine for the movie, and then go ahead and flip it on the back, and you see, the description for the film. You go down here, you have the 4K disc. It also comes with a Blu-ray disc as well. And you get some special features on here. So a couple new ones, the Visions of the Past, Revisiting Stir of Echoes, and then you get the establishing shot with Fred Murphy. So I can't wait to check those out. And then you get a lot of the other, like it says here, legacy features, including audio commentary, featurettes, cast and crew interviews, deleted scenes, and more. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing without the slipcover on it. This is what it looks like without the slipcover. So you just get the shot where you see both the ghost and Kevin Bacon right there with the red and white. Again, I'm a big fan of this art. I'm not sure what your guys' thoughts are, but I really dig it. And we'll go ahead and take a look inside here. So inside, I took out that comes with the digital copy. I took that out though, just for showing this video, so I didn't want to post the code there. But you have the two different discs. You have the 4K one that has sleep on it, and then the Blu-ray one right there says dig. So yeah, that is the 4K Steelbook release of Stir of Echoes. Is this something that you guys are going to be picking up and add into your collection? Definitely let me know down below in the comments. Alright guys, so I figured where I showed you the Steelbook that is getting a release for Stir of Echoes, I felt it was only appropriate with the film's 25th anniversary to do a review of the movie as well. Now, there might be some slight spoilers in this review, so I just want to give you guys a heads up in case you haven't seen the film and you want to go into this thing as blind as possible. Check out the movie, come back and watch the review. I'm not going to give away the ending or the twist or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that, but there might just be some slight spoilers here and there. So I just wanted to give you that fair warning before we jump into things. But yeah, so Stir of Echoes, it's basically about this everyday guy played by Kevin Bacon who one night at a party, he ends up getting hypnotized by his sister-in-law because he doesn't really believe in that kind of stuff. And once this happens, it opens up his mind to where he starts getting these visions and seeing and being able to sort of communicate with ghosts. He then discovers there's a spirit actually residing in his house, and it keeps trying to communicate with him, and the longer that he doesn't do what it wants, it begins to torment him and really affect his life. Stir of Echoes is one of those films that is definitely a hidden gem in my opinion. It's really underrated. It just doesn't get talked about as often, and I feel like one of the big reasons why that is the case is because this came out in the same year as The Sixth Sense, which, as many of you know, if you've seen the film, was a huge film when it came out that year, and there are some similarities between the movies, and so this film, unfortunately, was a little overshadowed by that. But this film has an amazing cast, starting with Kevin Bacon, who plays Tom, and you just instantly connect with his character because right from the get-go, you see that he's this everyday kind of dude, and he just really wants a little bit more from life, and I feel like a lot of people can really relate to that. And this is probably honestly one of my favorite performances from Kevin Bacon, and that's saying a lot because the guy's been doing this stuff for a while now. And after he gets hypnotized and these abilities awaken in him, he feels like he finally has a calling, and so he becomes obsessed with trying to figure out what happened to this girl that he's haunted by. And as he becomes more and more involved in this, he starts losing sleep, he stops going to work, and his relationship with his wife and his kids start to suffer because of this. You then also have Kathryn, who I thought did a really good job playing Maggie, his wife, in the film. And as the movie goes on and Tom becomes more and more driven to figure out what happened to this girl, you kind of wonder as an audience member, how far will Maggie let things go before it's just too much for her to handle, and who really would blame her, because she probably thinks that her husband's kind of going a little bit crazy. You then also have Zachary, who plays Maggie and Tom's son in the film, and you find out that he has the ability to communicate with spirits, and so he starts talking to this girl who is in his house and that she's trying to communicate with his dad. And I thought Zachary did a really good job here, man. Especially some of the most effective scenes, I think, in the film involved him when he's talking to the spirit that's in this house. And so he's talking to the spirit, but he's looking right into the camera as if the audience is that spirit. And I just thought the way that he looked into the camera, I don't know, something about that really unsettled me. It really creeped me out. So yeah, hats off to him, man. And then you also have a young Jennifer Morrison playing the spirit here, and I thought that she was super creepy. I love the makeup that they used for her, and some of the scares involving her were really effective and used appropriately. She wasn't just popping up with a jump scare every 2 seconds, which a lot of these films tend to rely on, and so that was something that I really appreciated as well. And as far as some of those scare scenes, I won't go into the specifics of when they happen, when she pops up, but I will just say that rewatching this film again for the second time, even though I had already seen it, I thought the scenes when she does pop up, you know, as far as like the jump scares specifically, they were just as effective this time around as they were the first time that I had watched the film. And so hats off to the team there, because, you know, when you can do that and rewatch it and have that same effect, you know you've done something right. They did a good job of building that tension, creating that atmosphere, and so you really get sucked into the movie, into the moment specifically. I thought the urban environment, the setting here of the film, as well as the lighting, like I had mentioned, you have, you know, when Kevin Bacon, his character, he's seeing these neon signs, these reds, you have these blues popping up, just really did a good job of building that atmosphere, which added to the movie overall. And there's one specific scene that I won't go into specifics about it, but I will just say that it involves a loop. And it, once again, rewatching the movie, I got about halfway through that scene until I actually realized, I was like, oh shit, this is that scene with the loop. And so when you can do that, and you know you've already seen the film and you're rewatching it, and it wasn't too long ago, you know that you've done something well when you can create a scene that captures the audience the way that it does here. But overall, guys, I love Stir of Echoes. It's instantly become one of my favorite paranormal thrillers with some horror elements mixed in there as well. It's a film that has a ton of rewatchability factor in there for me. It's one of those movies that I can see myself now going forward watching this year after year. It's something that I didn't stumble upon until later on, and I'm glad that I did, because at least in the film circles that I'm a part of, I don't hear a lot of people bring it up. And again, that's probably because of when it came out with The Sixth Sense. A lot of people will talk about that movie before, but this is one of those, you know, one of those gems that if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly suggest you guys do. I don't think you guys will be disappointed. But yeah, so as far as the score goes, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I loved it, and I'm so glad that I was able to add this to my collection as far as the 4K Steelbook goes. Thank you again to Fonz PR and Lionsgate for getting this sent over. It was one of my most anticipated releases of the year. You guys know me, I love my Steelbooks, and so this was one that I was really looking forward to adding to the collection. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Are you guys planning on picking this up on 4K Steelbook? Let me know down below in the comments, and what are your thoughts on the film overall if you have seen it. So let me know. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and as always, guys, please make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.